know, although it's been a love-hate situation, when it was a love situation and a fun situation, it was at its best. So, you know, when we were a team together, I don't think that there was anything much funnier than that. It was wintertime, and I think that Paulie wanted to show off, and he had a fairly new truck. So what he did was he spun the tires and backed up real quick. And I was already at the top in my car.
What a couple of knuckleheads.
What the heck's the matter with you? I crushed your car. You're not going anywhere. What the heck is wrong with him?
Oops.
We got a little damage there.
And I had a plan in my mind is that I could straighten out that bumper.
Get a chain and hook it on here and rip it right out. Rip it out of there, rip it out.
Your truck's a piece of crap, but mine...
Don't look bad, does it?
He can't go anywhere because his bumper's mashed against his tire.
That chain will break.
All right, Pop, you ready? I'm gonna go slow.
All right, pull it up easy, all right?
I'm gonna pull up slow.
Ease it up.
I romp it, blows his entire front bumper wide open, and we're just laughing hysterical.
All right, that's good. Hey, that's a lot better.
We're out here in St. Augustine, Florida, and we're at a golf course called Slammer and Squire. We're gonna play some golf with Bill Murray and a couple of his brothers.
Whoa, man. Yeah, you know, these guys, especially Bill and his brother, evidently they play a lot of golf and they're pretty good at it.
250, that's pretty far. If you hit a 250, I'll be impressed.
You know, I got a few tips from these guys.
That's a darn good hit, man. I never saw it.
I didn't do real well.
Keep your eye on the ball, straight down.
But I didn't do real bad.
Good hit. God, you killed it.
It was fun playing with Bill. His brothers were great to be around.
We're looking at a par 5. You're gonna have to rip it.
Over the bunker, Mike.
It seems to me like a really good, friendly rivalry between two pretty much all-male families.
No thinking with that one.
They're pretty competitive, and they're goofballs.
You need a little touch-up?
We're not very competitive, and we're goofballs.
Hit a lot of balls.
Whoa! Did you see it?
I saw it while it was still in the state of Florida.
It's woodland.
It's over the Gulf now.
You know, to commemorate the history of Ace Cafe, we're gonna be riding down with several thousand people to Brighton Beach. And you know, it's pretty cool because they asked us to be the Grand Marshals on the ride, which is a pretty big honor for us. You know, when we actually got into Brighton, it started out a little crowded, and the further we got in, the crazier it got, and before you knew it, we were just inundated with people. It was just absolute chaos.
In actuality, when we came in here, there probably was about 2-3 miles of people on both sides of us, and we were on the bikes, and it was a lot more than I think anybody expected, including ourselves. So coming in here on the bikes was quite an experience.
You know, I've always had a secret fantasy as to what it would be like to be a rock star. And today, I think I came about as close as I'm gonna.
We were getting bigger clients, so, you know, we needed a bigger building.
You know, at some point in time, we had kind of outgrown the Ironworks Building. I really think it was just due to the growth of the company. It had pretty rapidly grown, and we were in not great conditions. Matter of fact, we didn't even have a bathroom for a very long time.
You know, the crazier the stuff was, the better I liked it, you know, and I'm still like that today. And, you know, sometimes it's like throwing blood in the water to sharks. And I think that once I started getting into it, I just couldn't stop.
Anytime we had a chance to blow off some steam, we definitely did. And I think that was kind of at a time where we needed to blow off some steam. You know, taking down the walls in that building was a sign that we were a little nuts.
It was like a hurricane hitting us. It was all I can do to keep that tent from flying away. It probably downpoured for about an hour and a half. The winds were up to like 60 miles an hour, and it was like everybody here was holding on to everything for dear life. It's almost like, you know, you're powerless over the situation, so we're kind of going with the flow, and all in all, the weather around here really sucks.
Get that water out.
Wait a second.
Oh, jeez.
You can't get any wetter, can you?
Yeah, that sucks. So quick to the skin. Back to doing business as usual.
We're going to get artillery.
Yeah, my father, my brother, and myself have always been big fans of air rifles.
I'm not gonna lie, I was enjoying the guns and dressing up in camo.
Yeah, Private Paul Teutul Jr. and Private Michael Teutul report to the office.
Let's ambush him. Come on, we'll go in the hallway and ambush him. Come on!
The air gun thing started out as an innocent ambush.
I went into one office, he went in the other, and we were kind of on the floor.
Oh, man!
Paul, go and get into the office.
I'm out of ammo!
No, keep going. Cover me, man, cover me.
I got you covered. I'm fully loaded.
Everybody got totally into it, and it was like an all-out war.
Listen, bystander, down!
Paul, go to that room. I got you covered.
Mike, get my back!
Big objects were being thrown. Finally, everything started to settle down except for Michael.
Who wants some more?
He decides to run through every door in the office, and in that office there was 5 doors, and he just kept smashing through doors.
Come on! Come on!
And then the one door Michael wasn't getting through, I just ran up behind him and smashed him in the back, and we both went through it.
Go! Hold on! Come on! Ow! Get in there! We got... Incoming! We got prisoners! We gotta liberate!
Oh, my God.
Come on!
You know, it was all in good, clean fun, and you know, those days were great, and you know, I kind of wish that that those days were back.